Hey everybody, Brew Magoo coming at you here from the 17brewcrew.com. First off, I just want to say got some nice swag from my local home brew store right here, Brew House. I didn't even have to buy any product. It's one of the companies that supplies some kits. Some of them are partial mash kits, and some of them are whatnot, just extract cans and such forth. So today is going to be a quick beer review, and another special treat is I got some beer mail from another fellow home brewer off the 17 Brew Crew. So first off, the beer review is going to be a brew from Double Trouble Brewing called French Press Vanilla Stout. I don't normally like stuff in a can, but sometimes I got to give her what I got handed to me, right? So let's do a read and see what it says here. Claude has brewed up a fresh batch of stout with subtle natural vanilla flavors using French coffee malt, an extra delicious beer for stout fans like Claude, who enjoy vanilla and coffee at each sip. A limited release, small batch beer made with French love. Cheers, Claude and Nathan. DoubleTroubleBrewing.com. It's from Guelph, Ontario. Ingredients: water, kiln coffee, barley malt, hops, natural vanilla flavor. Well, I'm happy already that it's got natural vanilla flavor. None of that artificial stuff like the Cherry Creek I did a while back. Yeah, no. Well, let's see what we got here. Not much of a hiss on that one. It is very, very cold though. We got not much out of the can. And also I'm going to show off my nice glass that I got from a small microbrewery in Ontario and restaurant, pizzeria, called Barnstormer Brewing. What an awesome glass. I had to buy one. Check that out. Is that a pint glass and a half? Beautiful. Hey, let's see what we got. Whoop, I'm dripping. I don't want to waste. Trying to pour out of a can is not the easiest task sometimes. That has got a velvety head on there. Look at that. I could have gone a little bit more aggressive, but it is cold. I'm going to let it warm up a bit. I did. All right, let's see what we got for a nose. It's biscuity, very biscuity. I'm picking up some vanilla. I got no hops at all coming through. Malt. Very slight malty. It's sweet. I've got a bakery kind of, like a coffee, like a French vanilla espresso. And I guess that's what they were going for because it is a French press vanilla stout, so with coffee flavors. All right, well, let's dive into this and check it out. Cheers. Oh, wow. That's very dessert-like. One more here. Nice mouthfeel to it. Very full body. That's a beer that's going to be very good once it warms up a little bit more. I'll come back to it after we do this beer meal. What do we have in here? We have got a bag. Just kidding, folks. Oh, it looks like we've got some Cascade hops, some fresh leaf Cascade hops. Well, thank you very much. First of all, it's 2 ounces. That's 7 alpha acids. And I forgot to mention who this was from. This is from Nexia off of the 17 Brew Crew. Thanks, Nexia. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. What else we got in here? And we have a Cannery Brewing Blackberry Porter. Small brewery, big flavor. That's going to be good. Wow, does that ever sound fantastic. 6% ABV. Set her down there. And Tree Brewing Company, we have Jumpin' Jack India Pumpkin Ale. Does that ever sound good as well? I have never had a pumpkin ale, believe it or not. And I was talking with Nexia, and he took the liberty of sending me a pumpkin ale. It's past the Thanksgiving, Halloween season. I couldn't find one in my province at all of any brand, any make, any commercial pumpkin ale. Every liquor commission sold out like you wouldn't believe. And there was no hope on the horizon, so to speak. And yeah, I had mentioned it, and he, like I said, he was very generous of sending me one. Thank you very much. Next. Unpasteurized limited edition, brewed in Kelowna, BC, strong ale, 6.5 ABV. I'll be showcasing these for sure. There's no... All right, let's come back to our French press vanilla stout. Oh, a lot more aromas coming out now. It almost smells like a, well, if you're from Canada, you'll be very familiar with the chocolate bar or candy bar called the Coffee Crisp. The middle of the Coffee Crisp is a sandwich between some wafers and then dipped in chocolate, but there's a cream in the middle, like a coffee flavored cream in the middle that's compressed in between these vanilla wafers. And that's the aromas that I'm getting now. Now that it's warmed up a little bit, let's have another dive in here. Yeah, that's quite nice. The head didn't stick around at all, not even a cap on there. You can have a look at that. The lacing is still there on the glass. Not very carbonated. I don't think you want that in a stout anyway. It could have used a little bit more of a head retention, which is very surprised because it does have a lot of body. It's very, very thick. Yeah, that's a very good beer. I could drink a few of those. Quite nice. All right. Well, that's it for me. I don't know what else to say. Except, oh, and another thing I better mention. I went back to the basics because I have been all grain brewing for a bit. I can't even speak. The alcohol's not even that high in that. I went back to basics and I ended up doing an extract with some steeped grains today. I don't know, without sounding like you know, our good friend Mr. Craig Faraway from Off the Cuff Recipe, I just kind of thought this recipe would be decent and okay. So if anybody has any objections, feel free and comment in the comment section down below, or you know, like me, or thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever. It's all good. But the recipe started with a Munton's Canadian Draft, or it was a can of extract. It was a draft extract. I don't know if it was Munton's or not. Now I'm looking. I can't see it that far away. It's not a Cooper's. It might have been a Munton's. Anyway, it was the draft, plain old, just draft can. And I have put in 700 grams of dextrose, 300 grams of dark DME, dry malt extract. I'm looking at my notes over here. 150 grams of steeped chocolate grain. 200 grams of Munich 2, which is the dark. Not Cara Munich, just the Munich. I wanted some nuttiness. 100 grams of acidulated malt. And 250 grams of carapils. And 1 ounce of Northern Brewer hops that were tossed in for a 10-minute, a little under 10-minute boil in the dark DME. That's all I had, was about 1.5 liters of water to 2 liters of water boiling with the dark DME, and I threw in 1 ounce of Northern Brewer hops, and then I had in about another 3 liters of water, I had those other specialty grains steeping away, and then I threw in the can of draft, and I haven't pitched the yeast yet. I'm probably going to pitch Nottingham is what I'm going to pitch. Or I'm going to pitch USO 5. I haven't quite decided yet. Either of those two. I've got an abundance of both of those yeasts downstairs in my cooler. I've probably got 6 packages of each. I got to start using them. Or I've got a Sterling yeast, which I used the last time, and I like the results of the Sterling yeast. So I don't know. I'll keep you posted, and we'll see how it goes. But if anybody's got any comments about it, of a yay or a nay, or what do they think it's going to be? I kind of wanted to turn a draft extract into a stout by using the chocolate grains and by putting the dark DME in. I may end up with a porter, or I may end up with like a brown type ale. I have no idea what I'm going to end up with. All I know is it smelled really good, and that's all I can say. But right now I haven't pitched the yeast yet. Like I said, I'm waiting for it to come down in temp. So that's it. So I've got nothing else to say. So happy brewing. Cheers, 17, and everybody on the 17 Brew crew. Take care. Be safe. Right on.